So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back once again to the show. Welcome back to the show. Before I get into all the topics that I have for you guys today, please, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. And if you would like to, you may also share the video. Our channel is looking good. Believe me, it's looking good. And it's all thanks to all of you out there for supporting the channel by just being here. Right, guys? Just by being here. So please don't forget to do that for me. Subscribe, like, and share if you would like. Guys, we talk about gold in this channel. So I'm going to give you the prices of the ounce of gold. It's at $3,333.92 an ounce. Platinum is at $1,418.90 an ounce. And silver, which is making a run there, silver is making a run. So just in case, silver is making a big run. It's at $37.64. All right, guys? Guys, I want to talk to you about a couple of subjects here. The first subject I'm going to talk to you about, I'm going to talk about the situation that's going on between, Uncle Johnny, a.k.a. Eddie Monster, and the subway train jumper out of New York City and 47th Street. These people are going at it, Uncle Johnny, Eddie Monster, is going after the throat of the subway train jumper. He's making videos. Uncle Johnny has made a video, and this is unbelievable. You guys need to see this video because it looks like he made this video out of a funeral parlor. He's dressed up in a suit, gray suit, Eddie Monster with a white shirt, and he is telling the subway train jumper how he feels, and he's calling him the biggest sketch in the world, and they're going back and forth. The subway train jumper, the guy from 47th Street, the Diamond District in New York. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys don't know this, you're going to hear it today from no other than me. I want you guys to know something. 47th Street is the flimflamming capital of the world. There's no other flimflamming capital in the world for jewelry, diamonds, and watches like the Diamond District. And these two hoodwinkers, these two lambones are going at it. Which one is more of a flimflammer? That I'll leave it to you guys. Who is the biggest flimflammer? Is it Uncle Johnny, a.k.a. Eddie Monster, or the subway train jumper out of New York? They're going at it. These people are mad at each other. You see these people. I'm telling you, if you see the subway train jumper, and you see Uncle Johnny, a.k.a. Eddie Monster, he made a video, and he looks like he is in a funeral home. He looks like a funeral director. It's unbelievable. You have to see this video. If you want to leave this live stream and go see that video, so you can see what I'm talking about. It is the most disturbing thing to see. This is what happens. This is what I'm trying to tell you when you don't have, these people belong to a secret society. One did a backflip and one stood there. The one that stood over there is that He's very horrible looking to look at. The subway train jumper out of 47th Street in the Diamond District. And Uncle Johnny, a.k.a. Eddie Monster. These people are having it out. You have to see this because you're looking at two specialists two hoodwinkers, two flimflammers who have fleeced many people out there out of their children's tuition money. One is, turning now to become a good guy. And the guy over there, the subway train jumper, is saying that he sold fake rocks. If you know what I mean, we have to use, these kind of words, here because, I'll explain to you later on why, But the subway train jumper is claiming that Uncle Johnny, aka Eddie Monster, has been selling fake rocks. Listen, what I do it because I need to do it, for you guys. So you guys won't get flim-flam. I don't want you guys to get flim-flam no more. I'm telling you this once and I'll keep on telling you. 47th Street is the flim-flamming state capital of the world. Number one, these people are experts over there. Experts. You got Sinbad. You got Genie with the man bun, skin tight hair. You got the other guy, vacuum cleaner. Vacuum cleaner. I think vacuum cleaner is the son of the subway train jumper. I don't know, but you guys help me out with that. I don't know. Let me drink some water because I'm getting excited. I gotta drink some of this thing that calms me down. Unbelievable. Today I'm on fire today. Believable. So I believe that vacuum cleaner guy, vacuum cleaner guy is the son of the subway train jumper, And you got the other guy too that he has, a lot of teeth coming out, have a lot of money, but they don't fix their mouth. It looks, imagine kissing that mouth if you're a woman, Unbelievable. Como una nalga cagada, Unbelievable. So this is what's going on between these two characters, which are two hoodwinkers, two hucksters, two flim-flammers, who have been fleecing people out of their children's tuition money for many, many years, been taught well by their fathers. These people over there from 47th Street, their fathers taught them very, very well in an early age. Not to trust nobody and to always give this to the people. Deep, deep, deep. So you have that young man, I'm telling you, Uncle Johnny, a.k.a. Eddie Monster, going at it with the subway train jumper. The subway train jumper from the movie Ghost. It's unbelievable. They're there. They're going at it. And these guys were pals at one moment, But now they are at each other's throat. It's unbelievable. You have to see, listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. Exactly like the movie Ghost. You gotta see the video Uncle Johnny, a.k.a. Eddie Monster, did. I'm telling you, he looks like a funeral director. Unbelievable. You see him with his suit, and he's saying, you're a liar, pants on fire. It's unbelievable, very disturbing, to see these people the way they're going at it. So you must see this so you understand what I'm trying to say. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, for the fourth or fifth time, 47th Street, the Diamond District, is the flim-flamming capital of the world. The flim-flam capital of the world. You heard it from me. You heard it from me. These people are unbelievable. You also have the other gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, which I call 10 Commandments. 10 Commandments. Unbelievable, that 10 Commandments. He wears Gucci hats. Listen to me. These people are professionals. This young kid that I call the 10 Commandments, his father put him on top of a table and he told him, 10 Commandments, jump. Jump, I'm going to catch you. Come on, 10 Commandments, jump, I'm going to catch you. And the little kid, 2.5 years old, listen to me and learn. Listen to me and learn the way these people teach their children from that young age how to become salesmen, how to perfect it. He tells the little kid the 10 Commandments, get on top of the table, and throw yourself in the air, I'm going to catch you. And the little kid, loving his father, he's never going to believe that his father is going to do anything negative to him. The little kid throws himself in the air. He flies in the air so his father can catch him, and his father gets out of the way. And little Ten Commandments clashes. Pa! Knocked out. And his father looks at him and he says, that's for you, so you will never trust nobody. This is how these kids are trained. Like a little sponge. You guys don't know about this kind of stuff, ladies and gentlemen. And it's all right. I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to give it to you. These parents taught these kids in a very young age how to become salespeople. They will give them 10 lollipops. 10 lollipop suckers. And they will put it in their hand at the age of 5 years old in kindergarten and in first grade. You take these 10 lollipops and you go to school today and you sell them over there. You sell them. That's going to show me how good of a salesman you're going to turn out to be. This is their degree. This is no lie, ladies and gentlemen. I know about this. You guys don't believe me, but I know all about this stuff. And they send the kid over there to school with 10 lollipops. And the kid comes home happy and he shows his father. Shows his father, yalla, yalla. Look what I have. I have 3 left. And his father looked at him. You're going to be a great salesman. This is the way these people teach their kids. How to flim-flam people out of their children's tuition money. You don't understand about this. This is an education method. This is what my friend, Mr. Damon, is saying. I repeat what people say. I'm not ashamed. I need help because I'm not that sharp. So I need all the help I can get. But I'm trying to teach you guys how these people out of 47th Street in the Diamond District, play and show their kids. These parents don't believe too much. With all due respect, their education is becoming a salesman. And let me tell you something. Being a salesman is an education. How do I know? I'm a salesman. I am a salesman. So we know all about this. I can talk to you about sales the whole day. I'll take off your socks off without taking off your shoes, and you won't even feel it. While I'll take off your socks, I blow. And before you know it, your socks are off and your shoes are on. Unbelievable, but true. This is how it is. This is how it is. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, my parents are from the Caribbean, Puerto Rico. But I wasn't born in Puerto Rico. I was born in the Bronx, in New York. And and I had these friends growing up. I had these friends. And they will tell me, man, Juan, my father sent me today to school with 5 bazooka guns. And he told me if I sold them all, I was going to be a genius of a salesman. If I sold 4, I'm excellent, And I would look at them. And this is a true story, ladies and gentlemen. These people are unbelievable. They don't mess around over there. All these people, if you look at the subway train jumper and you look at his son vacuum, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's unbelievable. There is an elegant way of being a salesman, and there is a scoundrel way of being a salesman. Well, those people in 47th Street is what you call scoundrels. I'm an elegant salesman. Self-proclaimed, self-proclaimed. I'm an elegant salesman. Try to understand with me, right? Stay with me, right, guys? Stay with me, It's unbelievable. I'm going to tell you one more time so it can be in your head, penetrate. 47th Street is the flim-flamming capital of the world. Believe me, I know about it. I know about this kind of stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, this is an unbelievable channel that you guys belong to. You belong to one of the best. Today, what Kino has prepared for me is unbelievable. Sweet Kid Kino's here today. He is observing me the way I make this show today. I'm here, you know, he wrote all this down for me. And let me just tell you something. I'm your Huckleberry. I'm your Huckleberry. I want to know how many people know what I just finished telling you. I'm your Huckleberry. Go ahead. Tell me what Huckleberry is. Ellos no saben, Kino. Ellos no saben. You see, nobody knows. Nobody knows what it means when somebody tells you, I'm your Huckleberry. Don't Google it. Don't Google it. Don't Google it. I'm going to tell you. Good for you, Ted. Good for you, Ted. Good for you, Ted. Good for you, Ted. You know, read what Mr. Ted wrote down and he'll tell you what that means. I'm your Huckleberry. You know, I'm your Huckleberry. Did anybody see what he wrote down? Well, that's who I am. I am the man for the job. I'm your Huckleberry means I'm the man for the job. Nobody. No, Kino, no te metas. Don't get involved, Kino. No te metas. No te metas. No te metas. You understand me? I'm your Huckleberry. So when somebody tells you, exactly, there you go, Mr. Blair. Exactly, you got to watch the movie Tombstone. You know, in the movie Tombstone, Mr. Val Kilmer, he was hurting. You know, he was inside his body. He was not doing well health-wise. And even though he wasn't feeling well, you know, he still had the spirit to say, you know, with the little, you know, cup in his hand, I'm your Huckleberry, you know, because he was a badass mother frogger in the movie. You know, he was for real. I'm telling you what it is, ladies and gentlemen. I'm dropping some knowledge here today. If you stay with me, you learn. If you leave and you skip away like a rabbit, nothing I can do about it. But I'm going to try. All right, guys? I'm going to try. So, you know what's going on. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. And we do it here for free because we're going to stop using the word because we're stupid like that. Because, you know, I don't think it's fair to me calling myself stupid. You know? So I think I'm going to change, you know, the word because we're stupid like that. I don't know. I kind of like it, to be honest, you know, but it is what it is. So we already went down through, you know, I'm your Huckleberry. We went down through, you know, Uncle Johnny, a.k.a. Eddie Monster, versus the subway train jumper out of 47th Street. I already told you guys the 47th Street. 47th Street is the flimflamming capital of the world. And you need to get that in your head. Get it through your head. The watch market is dead. The watch market is dead in a backyard pool and floating face down like this. He's dead. He's dead, ladies and gentlemen. He's dead. And I feel it, ladies and gentlemen. I feel it. He's dead. The watch market is dead. I got so much information for you today that you're going to sleep today well of all the information that Sweet Kid Kino has prepared. Sweet Kid Kino is the brains of this channel, and I am the voice. You're not going to believe this. Ladies and gentlemen, I keep on telling you always that this is a big club, and none of us are in that club. We might not be in the club, but you're going to get all the information you need. And with that information, you're in the club. You know, I've been telling you that the watch market is dead for 3.5 years. 3.5 years I've been telling you the watch market is dead. and nobody can do a damn thing about it because I don't give a hoot, you know? And they can't do nothing because I'm clean as a whistle. And I say that the watch market is dead. But Sweet Kid Kino got some information today that you're not gonna believe this. You know that company that says that they're worth $300 million? You know that company is worth $300 million, and that at one moment they were gonna be try to be bought out by no other than the king of watches. You know the king of watches. You know who I'm talking about? You still don't know who I'm talking about? Don't worry about it. I'll give you more hints. You know, $300 million company, and they were going to be purchased exactly, Mr. Damon. You know, and they were going to be bought out by the king of watches. You know, by the crown. You know, the crown. They were going to be bought out. And he's been saying for the last 3 months that the watch market is up again. But Sweet Kikino is a brilliant mind. And he's a man from the world, from outside the world, and he sees everything. I'm going to show you something today, ladies and gentlemen, that is very painful. To the ones that are not here, that they're not going to see this and hear this. See it and hear it. Unbelievable what I'm going to tell you. The first thing I'm going to tell all of you is this. If you have a pen and paper, I want you to write this website, okay? It's Grips is spelled GRIPSINTELLIGENCE.com. Want me to say it again? Okay. It's called Grips Intelligence. GripsIntelligence.com. GripsIntelligence.com. Papa, you can't. You can't. People are going to catch you always because people are out there watching everything. If you think for a moment people ain't watching me, oh, they're watching me. And today, they're going to watch me more than ever. I just finished giving you a website. That you should, again, one more time. I'm going to give it to you again. Gripsintelligence.com. And ladies and gentlemen, it shows there the most powerful watch companies, jewelry, in the industry with products. And it tells you the 10 biggest companies out there, what they're doing, how much money they're making, lottie. There you go, Mr. Donor. I don't know how this Mr. Donor does it. I don't know how he does it, but he does it. I don't know. Here's my phone. I don't know. And I'm going to show you something because it's sad. Because you people still believe that the watch industry is really pumping up. It's artificially being pumped up. I'm going to show you the top companies in production. And you're not going to believe this. So you have this company here. You let me know if you can see this company. Let me know. Can you see that? And it tells you the revenue, all that good stuff, It tells you everything. You see it, right? And that's the company right there, which I think this company is called, Expos, SwissWatch.com. This is unbelievable. These people don't mess around. $1.8 million revenue in the month of May. That's number one. Number two, we have another company called Caliber and Crown. Listen to this, what these people sold. Do you see that? I see like $32,000. You guys help me, or you guys help me. You guys know more than me. $32,000. Unbelievable. The watch industry. Number three. This is a heavy hitter. Number three. Look at that one. What does that one say? Come on. Don't hide. Don't feel embarrassing. Don't run away. Look at it. Who's that? I believe that one right there is called Omega. Omega, right? And they sold in the month of May $12.5 million in watches. Number three, Omega. This is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. What I'm giving you today is, you have to treasure this. Don't thank me. Thank the brains of this channel. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. This is unbelievable. This is very sad what I'm trying to teach you guys. Listen to this so you can see this. This is no lie. What does it say there? What does it say there, ladies and gentlemen? I think that's that company, Chrono 27. Chrono 27. Chrono 27. You know how much Chrono 27 sold in the month of May? This is crazy. This is crazy. These people, it's unbelievable. 89 million. 89 million. It's unbelievable, that Chrono 27. 89 million. And let me keep on showing you here. Van Cleef and our pals. Van Cleef and our pals. We don't lie here, man. We don't lie. This is, you look at it in the website, you find this. You look at it. Come on, guys. The company it's going to sell it for $300 million to Rolex, to the king, watches. And then, ladies and gentlemen, so you know what's going on. I'm going to hide that one. You have them all there. You see them all there? You see them? You see that? You see that? Do you see that? You see that, right? You see it. You see it. You see that there. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Because I'm stupid like that, I have to show it to you, because they keep on telling you that the watch market is up and running. There's no channel like this one, guys. There's no channel. You know that guy, Deputy Boxing Black Eyes, with his sidekick, Jiminy Cricket, the Chia Pet spray can hair? You're not going to believe this. I believe more people will be getting laid off very soon. I'm like that. I'm stupid like that. Look how much they sold. Look how much they sold. You think that's a $300 million company? Come on, write something down there. You think that's a $300 million company? Do you guys think that's a $300 million company? You know how much they sold in the month of May? It's an embarrassment, Papi. It's an embarrassment. Like they say, fake it until you make it. $95,000. Let's round it up to $96,000. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. $96,000. That's sad. My company sells $96,000 in that warehouse of My Pillow. You know the guy from My Pillow? You're unbelievable. But you guys keep on believing those people. It's called fake it until you make it. Fake it until you make it. I'm not going to I already gave you the website. You go do the rest. You know what it is to sell $96,000 in the month of May? Deputy Boxing Black Eyes, Jiminy Cricket, the Chia Pet Spray Can Hair, the Puerto Rican Charlie Brown, the Mad Scientist. They have a new guy there. It's called the Mad Scientist. Dora the Explorer. The two brothers, they sell jewelry. Papi, $95,000. You guys still believe that, huh? You guys believe that. $95,000. This is why I do what I do for free. This is what I do for free. To show you guys. Fake it until you make it. Paco Gambino, Papi, Paco Gambino will sit me down. I told you about the parents that would give 10 lollipop suckers and send them to school to see who can sell the most, who's going to become the best salesman. Paco Gambino will sit me down and explain to me facts of life. I will come out of there that I can eat the world, man. I will come out of there that I can eat the world. And this is no bullshit. This is for real. This is square business. When this man will talk to me, I will go, oh my God. And people are unbelievable. You cannot continue believing these hoodwinkers, these flimflammers, these hucksters. Paco Gambino was my huckleberry. He was my huckleberry. He would just let me know what's going on. I'm trying to give you information to make you smarter. So when you leave today, when we finish this live, you say, man, I'm telling you, that Puerto Rican dude, man, every day he surprises me more. You can't mess around with data. Data's there. Who's going to give that company? Who's going to buy that $300 million company? Who? When you sell $95,000 in a month, that doesn't even cover the electric bill, the water bill, the mortgage, your children's sneaker store, wherever you have it at. It's all a lie. It's all a lie. Remember, I'm the masked magician, but without the mask. I just tell you. I just show it to you. We don't mess around on this channel. We don't mess around, guys. We don't mess around. We don't mess around. I'm telling you what it is, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you what it is for free, without, no costs. For free. For free. I'm going to tell you something. You did, right? He was great. He was great. I heard that he got clipped. I heard he got clipped, I heard he got clipped. But let me tell you something in a more funnier way. We all have a cousin in our family. All of us have a cousin, And I have a cousin in the Caribbean. One of those cousins that we see when we travel to the country, or when they travel to the States. We all have that, we have that cousin. We all have that cousin. Let me give you an example, what kind of cousin I'm talking about. You remember the movies that Chevy Chase did? Chevy Chase. He would do those National Lampoon movies, European Vacation, this vacation. And then he did one that was called Vegas Vacation, the character Eddie. Eddie. Eddie, Eddie. It was I think it was Chevy Chase's cousin. Eddie. Eddie. That he lived like in a nuclear land somewhere. So I have that type of cousin. And he wears a big sombrero and he wears rubber boots. with the jeans inside the boots, you know? Please stay with me. Rubber boots, you know, so you don't wet your feet, but the jeans are inside the rubber boots in a dress shirt, you know, with a big sombrero, and he works out of the farm. This is exactly Randy Quaid. That guy, Randy Quaid. We all have a Randy Quaid cousin. So I have one in Puerto Rico. And so when I was there recently, I saw my cousin. He was in the farm, and I went to visit him, and he saw me getting, getting near the farm, getting near to him, and from far away, I'm telling you, if you see Eddie from the movie, Vegas Vacation, that he lives like in a nuclear land. So my cousin sees me that I'm approaching the gate where all the cows are at, because he has cows and chickens and all that good stuff, And this is in La Finca, we call this La Finca in Puerto Rico, the farm in Puerto Rico. So he sees me coming, and he says to me from far away, "Damn, cousin," in Spanish, "Coño, primo, primo, tú siempre con with those Baja Panty watches." he, he tells me, he says, "Damn, cousin, you always with those, drop panty watches on." But in Spanish, and you have to see him, because he's I don't want to say he's un guajiro, a hillbilly, un jíbaro guajiro, but he's unbelievable, and he's the one that showed me about, when you have a nice looking watch in your hand, it's called a panty dropper, but in Spanish, and he just reminds me of Eddie from the movie Vegas Vacation, Dennis Quaid. I thought I would, tell you something a little bit funny that my cousin does to me always. You're always wearing those watches. They're, panty droppers. So thought I would tell you that. Anyway, guys, I'm also going to talk to you also about a watch market update that I have several subscribers who have asked me for these watches, and I'm gonna give you a watch market update on that. All right, guys. I hope you learned something about this gripsintelligence.com. You yourself will do your own research, and you're going to be able to find out a lot of things, what's truth and what's not, and it's all there. It's all there, so you can check that out. I also want to tell all of you out there. I've been telling you that when I use the word Corona beer, is because sometimes when you use words that they don't want you to use, like by me using the word hoodwink, huckster, flimflam, fleece, it's not the best words to use, because they don't want to hear those kind of words. But we try to keep it simple. But there is a couple of channels who have been trying to do a lot of exposing and doing things they're basically they don't want you to be doing, and certain platforms who are being told that they're gonna get, you're out, like the Empire in baseball, he says strike one, strike two, strike three, you're out. In baseball, those words, strike, 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 so heads are rolling for trying to be too cute. So if I would have been that cute, a long time ago, I wouldn't have been here no more. And this is why I taught you guys, subliminal words, so you can put them together, and I'm still here. While the ones that wanted to be big shots started using the real words and gone. Do you follow what I'm trying to say? Give me all a thumbs up so I understand. I can see that you understand what I'm trying to, translate to you guys. I don't see no thumbs up, so I don't know if you guys really understood what I said. I need to see some thumbs up. Exactly. Heads are rolling, you know, and I'm still here. And this is why I'm still here because I use this. You know, you can't be that cute and, you know, be saying this, that. Thank you very much for that super shot, John. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. So, and this is the reason why, you know, I have to always be very, very careful the way I use words. It's not because I'm a dodo bird. It's not because, you know, I'm this, I'm that, I'm a Mashugana. It's because I'm protecting our channel, our platform is ours. So, you know, for doing what they're doing, they're paying the price. And then somebody else is sending them to do the bad work, you know, to do the dirty work. And they stay in the corner, you know, relaxing, you know, like the fake Italian flat top monkey eyebrows, you know, you understand me? Hermie the English elf, you know, like that kind of stuff. And you can't be doing those things because, you know, they're going to catch up to you. They're going to catch up. And I really hope that you understand what I'm trying to say because it's very, very important. I'm coming out of character to talk to you in a very, very serious matter, you know? Don't think for a moment I can expose so many people like this, like this again. But I can't. I can't because, you know, I just can't, you know, I just really can't do it that way. I have to do it in a way that you guys catch up to what I'm trying to translate to you guys. All right? It's not a good thing, but it is the truth. And this is why you guys still have this channel. All right, guys? All right. I'm going to give you a watch market update. So let's go. Our first watch is the AP Adamas Piquet Code 1159. Code 1159 Chrono. Reference number 26393CR. White gold with rose gold, you know? Like a sandwich, you know? Unbelievable watch. I'm just going to tell you, I'm not even going to get into retail prices and nothing. I think you guys are pretty smart already. You got the reference. You want to look for that. You get it yourself right now. I'm just going to tell you what it is. Thank you very much, Rick, for that super chat. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. I appreciate 1,000. Thank you so much. To all of you for being here. Thank you very much. So this watch right here, Mr. Thomas is saying, I think he said something like 13,000 something he said. But we can't say 13,000 because if we say that, we're lying. We're not being truthful. But I am going to tell you, don't pay for that AP Code 1159 Chrono, reference number 26393CR, white gold, rose gold. Don't pay more than $18,500 and drop. All right, there it is. You got it. The watch market is dead in a backyard pool and floating face down. And let me tell you, I feel so powerful because I'm telling you the truth. The watch market is dead in a backyard pool and floating face down like this. Dead. Dead. It's dead. I know what I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen. It's dead. I'm on fire today. I'm on fire because I got it back. I demonstrated to everybody. I'm the one 3 years and a half. They can't get me, man. They can't get me. You guys got me, man. You guys got me. Ustedes son uno de los míos. Our next watch is a Rolex stainless steel GMT Batman. Black ceramic, blue ceramic, black dial, reference number 116710BLNR. Ladies and gentlemen, when I give you this price, I know why I'm giving you this price. I know why I'm giving it to you. You might think to yourself, why is he telling us that that watch costs, don't pay more than $12,500? Well, I'm telling you that because this is the old reference number, the 116710BLNR. The new reference is the 126710BLNR. This is an older version, okay? Older. I'm not going to call you Moshugana. This is an older version. Viejo, older. Don't pay for that watch more than $12,500 and dropping. You do whatever you want. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to talk about a watch But you guys love to hear the word discontinue, you know? Collector's choice, collector's dream, collector's grade, collector's unit. You like to hear those words, and that's fine. We're talking about the Rolex, listen and learn. We're talking about the Rolex White Gold Yachtmaster 42 millimeter white gold. Discontinue, discontinue. But listen to the word. They call this the Falcon dial. The Falcon. Falcon dial. You know, the Falcon. You know, that bird. I don't know. Quiero pichón. El pájaro. El pájaro loco. You know, like Woody Woodpecker. You know, the Falcon. Discontinued. Unbelievable. Yachtmaster. And ladies and gentlemen, listen, this is the Falcon dial. You know, it has some like blue lines. You know, the Falcon. They call this the Falcon. Unbelievable. If you need to look up for it, I'll give you the reference number. It is the 226659. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you, the Falcon. Don't pay. You do whatever you want. The pigeon, whatever it is. The pigeon. Don't pay. Don't pay. You do whatever you want. It's your money and you do whatever you want. I understand you guys have deep pockets. That's fine. That's fine. I know I make you happier. No te metas aquí, no te metas. Yo lo pongo contento a ellos. I make you happy. But I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, don't pay for this watch. Don't pay for this watch more than $37,500 and dumping. Aguántame, Kino. Échame para atrás. Jala para atrás. Más, Kino. Dumping. You do whatever you want. You do whatever you want. You do whatever you want. It's your money, and you do whatever you want. It is that, but I have to give it to you, you know, because I have subscribers. They ask me for these prices. You know what they're selling it around for? You know how much they're asking for that watch? You want to know? You guys don't want to know. I don't want to tell you guys. Look, I'm going to talk to you about another watch. This is the way they flim-flam you people with these subliminal words. With these subliminal words. This is an AP Royal Oak Offshore Chrono. Listen to the word. Offshore Chrono Panda. 44 millimeter. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, this watch. If you want to look up for the reference, the number is 264-0050. A 44 millimeter casing, stainless steel. And they're using the word panda. Panda. Yeah, it might be a one-trick pony show, but it is what it is. And they're asking out there, I don't even want to tell you how much, but I'm going to tell you what you should pay. And don't pay more than that. Don't pay for that watch more than $17,000 in dropping coño. Look at that. Doc Mick said it right now. What is this? I got Mr. Donut. I got Doc. What's going on? What's going on? Unbelievable. You said 18.5 on a good day, but Doc Mick just said the number. I said $17,000. You guys have learned too much, and not from me. It's because you guys are doing your own homework. No, Mr. Donut, come on. You guys do your homework. I know you do. You guys are smart. I'm going to talk to you about another watch. It's called the Ulysses Nardin. The Ulysses Nardin. They call this the Freak. Freak out. Remember the record? Freak out. The Freak out. You know? The Freak out, the record. But this is called the Freak. The Freak. You know, Ulysses Nardin Freak. Black titanium with black PVD. 43 millimeter. Let me tell you, this is, you know, when I say the watch is unbelievable, it's unbelievable. This is an unbelievable looking time machine. This Ulysses Nardin is beautiful. The freak show. This watch, I'm gonna give you the retail price of this watch because I feel like giving it to you. You said it, 20 cents to the dollar. This watch has a retail price of $29,500. $29,500. Somebody just said that, I think it was Mr. Donut, 20 cents on the dollar. And he is right. He is right because it is what it is. But I have to say the truth to you guys, what's happening. When I tell you this number, my number's cheaper than the ones that have it out there, way cheaper. And I'm gonna tell you because I'm stupid like that. I said I wasn't gonna use the word stupid, but it just came out. Don't pay for that freak. Don't pay more than $12,000. You do whatever you want with your money. It's what it is. Sir, you wanted to hear the truth. There it is. And they're asking out there for that freak. They're asking for that watch $18,000. I said $12,000, $6,000 below, because I'm stupid like that. You do whatever you want. It's your money. It's your money. It's your money. So watch here now that again is for another subscriber to the channel. Because these people want to know the truth. Well, the reason they ask me to do these watch market updates is because they take a clip out of this video and they send it to the, to the Muppet Boiler Room Secondary Grade Watch Market, backpacker, dealer, whatever it is, and they show them what I say. And this watch right here is an unbelievable watch, no doubt. This is an AP Royal Oak, white gold, diver, G.I. Joe green strap. It's an offshore. G.I. Joe, white gold, unbelievable. This is an unbelievable looking watch. And this watch right here, the reference number of this watch is the 15720CN. But what makes it special, it is what you like to hear, these words, fancy words. It's in a Japan edition. Japonés. Sí, los chinos, lo que son así. Los chinos. ¿Tú entiendes? Japón. Japan edition. So much they made. And I'm going to tell all of you out there, because this is a nice watch. There's no doubt this is a nice watch. But don't pay for this watch more, and I mean this. Don't pay more than $26,000. That's all I got to tell you. You do whatever you want. You do whatever you want. It's another watch. Wow, Mr. Donner, you said 28. Okay. There's another watch here that you guys need to be careful with, and this is for one of my subscribers. The Rolex stainless steel GMT 40 millimeter with the green arrow hand. The green arrow hand. It's GMT. Discontinued. Collector's dream. Collector's choice. Collector's unit. Collector's grade. Unbelievable time machine. Unbelievable. And I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the reference number of this watch is the 116710LN, black dial. I'm going to tell you, does anybody know when I'm going to tell you not to pay for this watch? Go ahead, Mr. Donut. Go ahead, Mr. Mike. Go ahead, Franco. Somebody. How much? Collector's grade. Franco Fiore just showed me a new word. Collector's grade. I give credit to all of you out there. Collector's grade. Collector's grade. That's the new word of the day. Stop there. NJC. When you hear the price that he said, and you hear the price that I'm going to say now, you're going to go, wow. NJC said $9,000. And I'm going to tell you, because I'm stupid like that, Nelson. Because Nelson said $9,000, I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this is unbelievable. Don't pay for that watch more than $8,900. And Dopping Nelson. Dead. With the green arrow. Dead. Unbelievable. I need to drink some water. This Nelson, Unbelievable. What's going on today here? It's unbelievable. He's been listening, Mr. Blair. He's been listening. Unbelievable. Wow. Beautiful, Papa. Beautiful. Beautiful, Nelson. Beautiful, Nelson. Good job. That makes me happy. Wow, man. Ugh, I got some subscribers. They know what they're doing. No, 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 no. You're wrong. I know that price. Exactly. There it is. He got it. Wow. Look at me. I'm so happy. I'm blushing and everything. Ladies and gentlemen, I have another watch here. It's a Rolex stainless. No window lickers on this. Yes, sir. We have a Rolex stainless steel Yacht Master 40 millimeter rhodium dial with a baby blue hand. Baby blue hand. Unbelievable. Yacht Master. Rhodium dial. Baby blue hand. Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable, this watch. Reference number 126622. Does anybody know what I'm going to tell you not to pay for this watch? Does anybody know? Come on, I want to hear somebody. Go ahead, Nelson. Do it again. Go ahead, Mr. Donut. Wow, 12,500. Okay. 12,000. Okay, one more. That's it. We'll stop right there with one more. Okay, so here it goes. Don't pay. Don't pay for that watch, Nelson. Don't pay for that watch, Nelson. That Rolex stainless steel Yacht Master 40 millimeter rhodium dial blue hand 126622. Don't pay more. And I mean don't pay more than $11,500 and gone. Okay? You know what's going on. All right. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another Rolex. We have a Rolex Rose Gold Sky Dweller Oyster Flex 42 millimeter. Reference number 326235. 326235. This watch is over $40,000 retail. Over $40,000 retail. Does anybody know? Chocolate dial. Oh, you know, that's right. Go ahead, Mr. Donut. I'm giving it to you. Chocolate dial. Go ahead. Rose gold chocolate dial. How much? Wow, cheaper than 10 years ago. Okay. Wait till you hear this. And this is a watch from 2024. Making it simpler for you. Mr. Donor, I don't want you cheating. Okay. San said, wow. San said 36. Nelson said 30. One more. Okay, right there we stop. Wow. Stop with Robert. Robert Taylor. Stop with Robert Taylor. Robert Taylor. Ding, 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 ding. Robert Taylor. Don't look for nobody no more. Robert Taylor's the man. Mr. Donut, it's over. Don't pay for that Rolex Rose Gold Sky Dweller Chocolate Dial Oyster Flex 42 millimeter 326235. Don't pay more than $35,000 and done. Dead. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. That's it. Robert's the man. No more to talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another Rolex stainless steel Sky Dweller. This is going to be a hard one for you guys. And I want to see where you guys are at with this watch. It's a Rolex stainless steel Sky Dweller Jubilee bracelet. Jubilee bracelet, not oyster bracelet, Jubilee. Sky Dweller, 42 millimeter. Reference number 326235. It has a black dial. Excuse me, I take it back. Reference number is 326934. I repeat. Reference number is 326934. Black dial. Does anybody know for that stainless steel Sky Dweller Jubilee bracelet, black dial, I'm going to tell you when not to pay? Go ahead. Black dial. Pretty brand new watch. No? That one was hard, huh? ¿Qué pusieron ahí? Nada. 14.5, Mr. Donna, go ahead. 16, San. San 16. One more, and that's it. Less than retail. Okay. Less than retail. Here it is, gentlemen. Don't pay for that Rolex stainless steel Sky Dweller 42 millimeter Jubilee bracelet, black dial, reference number 326934. Don't pay more than $17,200. Right, guys? Be careful. Be very, very careful. And ladies and gentlemen, our last watch of the evening, our last watch is an Adamas Piquet Royal Oak. This right here is a heavy, heavy, heavy hitter watch. It's a monster watch. This is, listen carefully, Adamas Piquet Royal Oak frosted. Frosted white gold. Frosted white gold. Listen, perpetual calendar. Perpetual calendar. Unbelievable time machine. You know, you put this watch on your wrist with a wrinkled dress shirt, a pair of, broken shorts, some flip-flop sandals, and the girls go by you and you just say hello and their panties drop. That's it. You understand me? This is un caballo. This is a monster watch. Un reloj brutal. Perpetual calendar, 41 millimeter frosted white gold. This is an animal. You put this in your hand and you go into the board meeting. You can't take your 458 Italia to the board meeting, but you can take that monster watch to the board meeting. Un reloj exagerado. And if I told you how much that watch was at one moment and just kept on dropping, I'm not going to tell you. I'm just going to tell you what you shouldn't pay for this watch. And you should see what they're asking for that watch out there still. Because these lambones y palomos, they don't care. They don't respect that the watch market is dead. But they're getting it every day from this channel. They're finding it out every day. This channel is getting more powerful than ever. Getting more powerful than ever now. The gates are like this already. The gates. They were like this, but they're like this already, guys. We just gotta. You understand me? It's there. Don't pay for that AP Royal Oak Frosted White Gold Perpetual Calendar, reference number 26574. Unbelievable BC. 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 Don't pay for that watch. You do whatever you want. But don't pay for that watch more. And I mean, I'm going to break the $200,000 number. Because I don't care because I'm stupid like that. Don't pay for it more than $198,500. And dumping. 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 One more. Doma. Dumping. Dead. Dead. Ladies and gentlemen, he's dead. We're number one. We claim our spot as number one. They were trying to be too cute. They were trying to be cute, working with that guy from over there, the fake Italian flat top monkey eyebrows. And they got this deep. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you learned something from this Watch Market Update show. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, to subscribe to this unbelievable watch show. This is number one. There's nobody like us. Nobody like us. There's nobody like us. They try to imitate us, but they can't be like us because number one. And we have the most important watch channel subscribers because at one moment, you guys were all tomato cans. Then you became recovering tomato cans. And now you ain't no more tomato cans. No more. Nelson, respect to you, Nelson, for calling the number out correctly. Anyway, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And like me and Sweet Kid Kino say every week, I almost forgot. Thank you so much, all of you, for helping the channel grow. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for all your support. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Anyway, guys, take care and brush your hair.